Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we're doing the crossword for Wednesday, January 1st, 2025.
2025.
Here it is, the year that comes after 2024 and the year that precedes 2026. Very exciting. Did you do the crossword?
I did do the crossword.
And was it a very exciting January 1st crossword?
Well, it was a little scary when I saw who one of the authors was.
Was that Seth Bisson-Hirsch?
No.
Was it Jeff Chen?
Yes.
Yep.
He's always a challenging puzzle maker, but it wasn't too bad.
He has done 159 crosswords, gotten 159 published in the New York Times. So
Wow.
I know. Looks like his favorite day is Sunday. And but his second favorite day, I guess this is his third favorite day, for Wednesday. His second favorite day is Thursday.
Yeah, he has a lot of Thursday puzzles.
Maybe he'll have another one tomorrow.
Yep. But no, it was a good puzzle.
Okay, so even though Jeff Chen's name was up there on the marquee, it wasn't too difficult for you.
It scared me for a bit, but once I got into it, I thought, nope, I can do this.
Well, good. And what did you think of it?
I liked it. I thought it was cute. What'd you think?
Well, I was a little bit uncertain as to the theme.
Oh.
Because based on my vast knowledge of dreidels, which relates to the theme, I was convinced that the four answers were going to be the names of the letters on the dreidel.
Oh.
But they weren't.
No.
They were the meanings of the letters on the dreidel,
Right.
which I didn't know.
What you had to do
Right.
if that side of the dreidel came up after you spin it.
Yeah, I'm a little bit rusty on the laws of the dreidel. The only thing I know is you spin it, and then one of the sides shows up because it's basically a box with a knob coming out of it. So why don't we talk about the theme since we already are?
Okay. Well, there were a number of circled squares, and they went vertically down 4 columns at the very top of the puzzle.
Yep, they were contiguous.
They were. And if you answered the puzzle correctly, you got the moves you make when you play dreidel. And a particular side comes up. So if one side comes up, you have to put in one of your chocolate coins, right? You have to put that into the pot. Or if you spin it again and another side comes up, you get to take all the coins. Or you might get to take none of the coins, or you might get to take half of the coins, depending on which side faces up. So those words, all, put in, none, and half, filled those circled squares.
Okay.
And so there, that was one part of the theme. Then right in the middle of the puzzle, the black squares actually created the outline of a dreidel. It looks like a dreidel with the little knob at the top and the little point at the bottom. And the middle clue inside that dreidel was 40 down, material used to make the object illustrated here in a seasonal song. And the answer to that was clay. And if you noticed, all the letters inside the dreidel are the letters in the word clay. So there's the dreidel made out of clay, and that's the lyric of the song, right? I have a little dreidel. How's that go? I have a little dreidel. It's made out of clay.
That was beautiful.
No, that's not the way it goes. But anyway, I know it starts out, I have a little dreidel. I made it out of clay. That's how it goes, yeah. So anyway, there's your dreidel made out of clay. And then over on the far left side in the corner.
Oh, far left, yes.
52 down, it says, take a turn with the object illustrated in the central black squares in this puzzle, leading to one of the 4 circled results. And the answer to that was spin.
Right.
You have to spin the dreidel, and then whichever side comes up, you do what that side tells you to do with your chocolate coins, or gelt, which was another answer at the very right side corner, bottom corner, 59 down. Chocolate money won or lost in this puzzles game. Gelt.
Right.
So it was just a puzzle full of Hanukkah
references,
particularly to the game of dreidel.
Right.
So,
and the fact that the squares that form the outline of the dreidel completely enclose those letters, that's sort of rare. They don't do that very often.
No.
There's always some way, when you have a group of squares, a group of black squares, there's always some entrance into it, but not today.
No, because it was a dreidel.
Right.
Made out of clay.
And we saw that a couple of weeks ago with the old Zamboni.
That's right.
We had the outline of a rink, and it was fully enclosed, except when the Zamboni animated upwards, and then some of those black squares split apart.
Right. Yes.
Would have been cool if the dreidel had spun.
It started spinning, yes.
I think they got to work on that. I think the programmers are like, this is not going to happen. Yeah, like I said, I was surprised because I was expecting the letters of the dreidel, because those are the things that actually appear. And I looked them up. They were Nun, Gimel, Hay, and what appears to be Shmug. Shmug?
I think isn't it Shim?
I may have misspelled the last one. I've got SG Hub. I'm pretty sure SG Hub is not a word.
No, I don't think
Let's
so.
see. It was Nun, Gimel, Hay or Chai, and Shin.
Yeah.
And, right. Okay, well, I guess that was in honor of Hanukkah, because that's sort of happening now.
That's right.
And so for anyone who's celebrating Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
May all your dreidels spin fairly.
And don't land on the put in.
And don't eat all the gelt.
No, or you can't play.
Otherwise, you'll feel guilty or guilty. Let's see. 2 down was playground retort. There are so many possible playground retorts.
There are.
It took me a while. I started off with am to, and then I went I am so, but it turns out it was can so.
Yes, I tried I am so, but no, can so.
I actually at one point I even contemplated I ain't. But I decided that was a bridge too far for the New York Times as far as bad grammar is concerned.
Yes, not a good retort.
We had 7 down, Starbucks higher up, and the answer was Ahab.
That's right.
That was great.
I thought so too.
I thought it was going to be Jeff Bezos, but I think I may have gotten my companies confused.
No. It's the literary Starbucks.
11 down for me was a real stumper. Place to see JFK. And I thought, Arlington Cemetery?
No.
But it was $50.
That's right. He's on the 50-cent piece.
Did you know that right away?
I did.
Really? You didn't contemplate Arlington? Or
No.
Where is he buried?
He is buried in Arlington.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We had 33 across. Harkening back to yesterday,
Yes.
tool for a pineapple, and the answer was core.
That's right. I thought the same thing. Like, we just had this word yesterday.
Yep, it was apple.
But it was apple.
I think it was the Apple product.
No, it was something.
Something to do with Apple.
Yeah, it was something to do with apple. Like I can't remember, but anyway. Apple accessory or something like that. Yeah.
That would make more sense than, let's see if I can, I'll take a look at it here and see what we got. I'd like to thank the people who designed that app. Let's see.
It's right there.
It was Apple Gadgets.
Apple Gadgets.
Apple Gadgets were cores. Yeah. So they'd cores. Today we have core.
Right.
And I predict tomorrow we'll have the word core.
We'll see. So I like the word that core crossed with at the E, 30 down, in a prim and proper way, decorously.
Decorously, yes.
Decorously. I like that word, but I can't say it very well.
Actually, it's pronounced decorously.
Is it?
I think the emphasis comes on that first syllable, decorously.
I've heard decorum.
There is decorum, but it's
Now
decorously.
decorous.
But it's decorously.
Decorously.
Now that I think about it, it is not a word that I use very often.
I don't think I've ever used it.
I only need it when crosswords are involved.
I just say, oh, well, that's prim and proper.
But it was not a debut answer.
No kidding.
Decorously has appeared a whopping 2 times.
Whoa.
In 2025, and then 30 years ago in 1995 when it was In a Proper Manner, and the author was Peter Gordon.
Wow.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Hasn't he written like a vast number of crosswords, Peter Gordon?
Idea.
I think so.
Okay.
But anyways, yes. I like that. I like that word too, and I sort of had the beginning of it, and then I started to get wobbly as I contemplated how to spell decorously, but eventually was able to get it right.
Very good.
Let's see. We had 54 down. That was symbols of wisdom, owls.
Yep.
And then we had another symptom of wisdom somewhere in here. Let's see. The duplicate clues were, well, I thought we had symbols of wisdom in 2 places.
Oh, really? I don't remember that.
I may have hallucinated that. Yes. So we also had 36 down, symbols of wisdom, and that was elms. I know that owls are a symptom of wisdom, a symbol of wisdom, but I didn't realize that elms were.
No, I didn't know that either.
You think if you have like a really smart tree or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they plant a lot of elms on college campuses. I guess I've never really noticed.
I don't know. It's look at how impressive our university is. We have lots of elms. I don't think that's going to be much of a recruiting strategy.
No, probably not.
You know, our competitor down the road, they just have oaks.
Yeah.
They don't compare to our elms. And the one with the palm trees, you can forget about them entirely. 51 down, puts to sleep, say. I was thinking numbs, N-U-M-B-S, but it turned out to be bores.
That's right. That's right.
Did you get 32 down? Singer with the #1 albums, As I Am and Girl on Fire, Alicia Keys?
Alicia Keys. No, I didn't get it right away, but eventually I did.
I got the word keys, and then I figured it had to be Alicia to start. So.
Well, yeah.
And the one next to that, what you might call a tipsy friend, cab.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
Actually, too bad they couldn't have worked in another clue. What might cause your friend to become tipsy? Cab. Maybe that'll show up tomorrow.
Yeah, perhaps.
That would be awesome. Will Shorts, if you're listening, he probably can't turn things around that quickly because tomorrow's crossword is going to be appearing momentarily, I think.
That is correct.
Let's see. Stylish tote for an executive was a work bag.
Yeah, I guess that
Is a thing?
is a thing, but a work bag. No, I didn't know. I've never heard that term.
You haven't done the crossword before because it is a debut.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay. Stylish tote for an executive work bag.
It makes sense. I guess
Makes
like
sense, but I don't know.
I mean,
work bag doesn't really sound like feed bag. It doesn't sound too stylish, but I guess it could be. I'm gonna have to look that up.
okay.
I want to see this stylish
This work bag?
Work bag.
All right, we can research that. Set down on paper was put in writing, which I parse as poutine and poutine writing. So, but that wasn't quite right. And the other debut answer was 11 down. Place to see JFK, as we already mentioned, $50.
That's right.
So $50 never appeared before.
That's interesting.
Let's see. What was the word that we decided had appeared an unbelievable number of times? Was it eek?
New.
New. That's right. Yes. New is not new.
Over 1,000.
Probably appeared in the very first New York Times crossword. With a clue, so what's blank? That would have annoyed people a lot in 1943 or whenever it first started. Multi-sport race in short, 23 down, was tri. I guess triathlon?
Right.
Yeah, it was
Try for short.
Sure.
because it's hard to say Avalon.
Well, if you're breathing hard.
I suppose.
I
like 45 across. Start of Caesar's boast. I came.
Right. So how do you know when you're supposed to do it in English and when you're supposed to do it in Latin?
Well, it had enough squares for I came.
That's true.
That's what I put in there.
Candy maker Wonka, 42 across, was Willie.
That's correct.
That wasn't too hard. And yeah, I mean, the crossword as a whole wasn't overwhelmingly difficult, at least I thought.
No, not bad at all.
I was able to do it in a decent amount of time, just over 12 minutes.
Wow.
So, did you do this alone or did you do this with assistance?
I had assistance.
Okay.
And we had fun doing it together.
Well, excellent. Yeah. All right. I think that is it for today then.
Okay.
So thanks everyone for listening. Hope everyone had a great New Year's Day. Hopefully some of you got a little bit of time off. And we will be back again with our cutting edge analysis of Thursday's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.